Hello, everybody, and welcome to, um, I don't actually have a name for this yet, so I'm going to call this the Lamotou the Banana Retrospective? Um, I'm not really sure what to call this, so I'm gonna stick with that, the Lamotou the Banana Retrospective. Now, this is going to be an unscripted retelling of my past content and explaining some of the stuff behind it. Now, we're going to start out, of course, where the story begins. And if you were to look back through my videos and find my oldest one, you'll see it is a video of Age of Civilizations 2. Now, as you know, the true Lamotou, the banana fans will know, Age of Civilizations 2 was not the first game I played on my channel. No, the first game I played on my channel was Sonic the Hedgehog 1. It is not the current Let's Play you see here. You see, I'm going to call this era up to the part where the Sonic 1 Let's Play truly begins, Season 0 of Lamotou the Banana. Now, Season 0 is kind of bad. It's, I don't know, I don't think it's all that good. So, looking there's 3 videos. One of me playing Town of Salem, an Age of Civilizations video, and Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Now, between the 3 of these, none of them are really all that important to the history of Lamotou the Banana. But actually, there were 4 other videos. Now, my first Sonic 1 Let's Play is actually gone. To my knowledge, it has been completely wiped from the internet. So, there is probably no hope of ever finding it. But we can see where the story begins again. Now, around the time, I'd actually had a thing where I wanted my YouTube channel to get to 10 whopping subscribers before I actually made another video. So, in my original Sonic 1 video, that's what I did. I tried not to tell anyone, although between a few of my friends that spread, unfortunately, and I made it to that 10 goal. So after I had obtained my 10 subscribers, I continued it on. It went on for around a month-ish, 1 video every week, until I'd made it to Labyrinth Zone, and I had become dissatisfied with the series due to the fact I had the motion, like the touch controls, visible. And I hated that, personally. Personally, I wanted them to not be visible. I wanted the game to look as good as possible. And I still tried to do that up until the end of Lamotou the Banana. So, I deleted all of the other videos. Yeah, deleted, not unlisted or anything. They're wiped off the face of the earth, never to be seen again. And I started up what I'm going to call Season 1 of Lamotou the Banana. Now, Season 1 starts out with Sonic the Hedgehog. I went through a lot of the stuff, and actually I was quite embarrassed of the gameplay I had, because I managed to make it all the way through Green Hill Zone originally in like 26 seconds, I believe, and I fumbled a lot playing through for YouTube. And I just went through all that, and I went through and I beat the game. Now, here, one of the more interesting characters in the history of Lamotou the Banana appears, where we have Mr. Sega Slayer 64. Now, Sega Slayer 64 had just randomly come upon my channel, according to himself. And I don't know what it was. Maybe it was that horrible thumbnail I made. I'm not a furry. Anyway, he'd come across it, and it was so cool having someone just watching your content, man. It's a crazy feeling. Nothing beats knowing that there's someone out there enjoying the stuff you make. And I had kept doing it, I had actually, for a while, you'll never believe this if you watch my stuff nowadays, or if you were at all into my stuff, but I used to upload every single day. Now, once I had beaten Sonic the Hedgehog 1, around the same time, I believe the Animaniacs reboot was coming out, and I was very interested in Pinky and the Brain, and I had come across a video, I don't know from who, it was one of those retrospective gamer guys, not sure. They were playing an Animaniacs game, and that had gotten me to look into licensed video games in general. And what I had found was Pinky and the Brain, the Master Plan. Of course, on my favorite console to emulate of all, the Game Boy Advance. And due to Sega Slayer constantly rewatching it, the video has somehow obtained 108 views. 108. It is absolutely insane that this video has gotten 108 views, and it makes me feel so shameful. And that stupid thing of me singing the Pinky and the Brain song, man. I'm never living it down. And, Sega Slayer never actually finished watching the whole series. So, thanks for that. Appreciate it. After that, I decided I wanted to simultaneously do Sonic the Hedgehog 1. If I was going to start doing videos daily, I wanted to spice things up a little, I played a lot of video games at the time. Pretty much all the time. I still do play a lot nowadays, but a lot of it is stuff I can't really record, whether it be on my Xbox One, my Nintendo Switch, or on just my laptop. So at the time, it was a lot easier for me because at the time I had not cared as much about quality and how the stuff came out, so I'd literally just be anywhere as long as no one was shouting and click record. And I'd started my playthrough of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Actually, after Pinky and the Brain Master Plan Episode 2, I tried to expand a little and play the Earthbound Halloween hack by Toby Fox. That never really went anywhere. Sonic 2 went by. I stated my opinions, my correct opinions, which are right, have always been right, And that was about that, really. Pinky and the Brain had come by. We had made it to around episode 6 once I had actually decided to cancel the series. The game was no longer fun after the stupid rhythm game, Monkey. And it's actually around this time that I had started to get some serious burnout from playing games every single day and just having to record stuff. It was also around this time I literally lost my voice because of how much I was straining it due to this, even though it really wasn't all that much that I was doing. And so it was because of this, the first hiatus had started around the midway through Sonic the Hedgehog CD. Sonic the Hedgehog CD had started, and it went, of course I had to play Sonic CD. I had to play through all the mainline classic games. The mainline classic games. Not Knuckles Chaotix. That's, I wouldn't call that mainline. Wouldn't call it a classic. It's around this time I actually branched out and I played Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's was a good one. I had a lot of fun with that series, I'll be honest. Golden Axe was pretty cool too. Meowth guy. I still remember him in that one. Golden Axe, that was great. That was loads of fun. And it's around the time of FNAF where I start the series. Honestly, I'd say if my channel is known for anything that's not Sonic the Hedgehog, it's gonna be the Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. Most of my videos, the plurality of them, are of this Nuzlocke, which, if you don't know, is over now. The ending will very much surprise you. This Nuzlocke was a ton of ups, it had a ton of downs. Going through it, I remember some of the more notable parts. I haven't rewatched the series in forever, But I specifically remember in the first grinding montage, I believe, I lost Rick and Zick, the Wingle and the Puchiena. I don't know who was who. And I was really overconfident in my abilities. Now, at this time, I generally played Nuzlockes, not hardcore. I played them, I want to say more casually, where I'd used items. I didn't really care about level caps and stuff like that. And that's just how I went about playing the game. It was around the time Sven died, I became interested in this YouTube channel known as Ding Dong Games. Now, Ding Dong Games made several videos on Pokemon Emerald Kaizo, which got me more interested in the idea of hardcore Nuzlocking, where I cannot use healing items and I play on set mode. I know at some point around here I decided to switch to set mode, but I kind of was on and off about using items. I don't remember any specific instances of using items other than Winona, but I do remember some specific battles, like how I thought we were going to just die when it came to Watson. I'm honestly very surprised we didn't die there. That was probably where the run was most expected to end. Some other stuff happened around this time, like when I started the Shantae series, which had unfortunately ended due to word of advice from Sega Slayer 64, and I had made the final Pinky and the Brain video, in my opinion, that get me my top 10. I never got my top 10. It was after this video I started playing Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Sonic the Hedgehog 3, now, unlike the other ones, this is probably, I'm going to say, my most important series I've done. I really love Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and it was actually a lot of fun to play. But I just really didn't do too much of it. I don't exactly remember what those specific reasons were, but it was just generally a lot of burnout. After that, I'd done a few streams. I'd gotten a bit into that using the S-Gather thing, and it just went on. I remember at one point I'd actually uploaded the first video I had ever made and uploaded it to YouTube, although I'm going to say that this video does not really count. Call it more of the pilot than anything else. Yeah, but at that point, you can just tell I was starved to put anything out because I really just didn't want to record. I don't remember exactly why. It's after this, and some more of the usual stuff, I'd actually, at around this time, while playing through Shantae, Sonic 3, and Knuckles, and the Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke at the same time, I had started getting myself into a little sort of rhythm schedule. Honestly, I'd say it did a lot more harm than good, forcing myself to just play one game after the other like that. It's after this point that I see there's just a ton of streams here with me playing more Age of Civilizations 2. I'm not really too interested in that game. I don't really know why I ever was. It's not all that good, I'm gonna be honest. It's after this point that we make it to the One Night at Flumpty's stream. I don't remember exactly why I find this one so notable in my head, but I just remember that this was the start of a pretty decently long hiatus, if I remember correctly. I specifically remember it taking forever for me to go from Lava Reef and Hidden Palace to the zone. I don't know how I'm forgetting the name. What's it called? The green one in the sky? I feel so stupid right now. The one after Hidden Palace and the one before Death Egg. It's after this, I actually made a grinding montage. Something I did back then, at least I did in this specific instance, was I actually uploaded the grinding montage as an unlisted video to sort of tease the next video. I just remember I did that. I don't really know why. It wasn't really all that great of an idea. Maybe it was. I don't know. It doesn't matter anymore. At this point, I'd actually beaten Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles, and only in part 19 of the Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. Not even halfway through. After this, I started FNAF 2, but I'm gonna be honest, I never really captured the joy that the original brought me. Probably a combination of burnout and also just me liking the first game a lot more. After this, my entire YouTube channel basically had just become devoted to the Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke and going through that. It was at one point here, it's over a year ago, man. That's crazy, that I had put out the end of the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles playthrough. Now, if there's a moment I'd say that the channel had died, I would certainly say it's right here. It was at this point I really didn't want to make any content for YouTube anymore, So the end was, the end. It was over. I'd done my job. I was done. But I guess I'm not done. No, because I just kept going for some reason. Of course, finishing the Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke was something I thought I had to do. But then I started Sonic Adventure 1. And man, that is a series. Now, Sonic Adventure 1, I'll be honest, it's not that fun, at least in my opinion. I'm not a big fan of the game, or a fan at all of the game. I really just played it because it felt like I had to just continue the legacy of Sonic the Hedgehog. Honestly, that's probably the biggest thing that stopped me from recording, just the similar need to alternate between games and playing. It's after this point here, around when I uploaded my Knuckles video in Sonic Adventure 1, I played probably my second favorite video on my channel I had made. It was actually a stream that Sega Slayer 64 didn't show up to, thanks. On YouTube, it's 3 streams. I don't really know why it is 3, but it's basically just me playing through Sonic the Hedgehog.exe Spirits of Hell. Honestly, it's a really fun game I recommend that you guys check out. Unfortunately, the series has been canceled, and I cannot actually play and upload the second game. But I guess that's kind of good, so you guys can go and enjoy it for yourself. And after this time, you can just kind of tell things had really gotten bad around here. Uploads that became non-existent. At best, you can get something twice a month. And then it was around 4-ish months ago where everything just stopped. 3 and had come out, and honestly, that was a really fun video. I should have done much more of that. But 3 and had come out, and nothing else. The entire channel had basically just went on hiatus, which, granted, was not unusual. But this time it was a little different. I just didn't want to come back at all. I just thought things were done, I had no more real reason to come back. I really didn't want to come back. I did, though, want to finish the Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. And I decided that at the beginning of this summer vacation, I was going to complete it. And then it took till August. And then I had lost, actually. Throughout the Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke, you can notice that I actually stopped using items at a certain point altogether. If I had kept using those, it would have made battles way too easy. And I'll be honest, the Elite Four probably would have been a complete joke if I had just used items. I probably could have even made it past that Salamence. But, I didn't. I stuck by my guns, and in the end, I may have lost. But I feel it's a sort of fitting end to Lamotou the banana, in a way, Just an abrupt and a quick ending that was shot down in failure. It was just going so well until one little bump and everything had fallen apart then. Well, hopefully Season 2 goes better.